WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is a free man. He's left court in the US Pacific territory of the Northern Mariana Islands after admitting a federal charge of espionage. It's part of a plea deal that ends Washington's efforts to prosecute him for revealing government secrets about the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Assange is now flying home to Australia. He didn't speak as he left court, but his lawyer says he's been the victim of an unjust prosecution.
The prosecution of Julian Assange is unprecedented. In the 100 years of the Espionage Act, it has never been used by the United States to pursue a publisher, a journalist like Mr. Assange. Mr. Assange revealed truthful, important, and newsworthy information, including revealing that the United States had committed war crimes, and he has suffered tremendously.
We're joined now from Saipan by Thomas Manglona. He's the chief regional correspondent for KUAM News. Good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. You were actually in the court, I understand. What was it like there?
Days and Tiro, yes, by now the world has seen those images of what unfolded right behind me at the U.S. District Court for the Northern Mariana Islands. As you can imagine, the media was here hours before the courtroom even opened, and once we were able to get in, it was a packed courtroom. Many other residents who were interested in the case watched from the overflow room and the bottom floor, but there was a lot of chatter leading up to this court appearance by Assange in Saipan, a U.S. territory, part of the Northern Mariana Islands. And the minute Assange walked into that courtroom, you could hear a pin drop. It went quiet, as if the weight of the moment finally was felt. The gravity of the moment was felt by the local community, who came and spent about 3 to 4 hours of their day watching this history unfold in this U.S. territory in the Western Pacific.
This legal process has been going on for years, and Julian Assange didn't say anything when he left court. When he was in court, how did he seem to you? Was he reacting to anything?
He seemed relaxed when he entered. He seemed to be deep in thought for a minute there when we were waiting for the Chief Judge, Ramona Manglona, to enter. I could see him looking towards the judge's bench, looking up into the ceilings where there are some glass windows, in deep thought. We saw his attorneys give comment, and as you stated, he did not provide comment to the media, but he did have his day in court. And as we've been reporting, he walks now as a free man, and that's something that even the judge, the federal judge in this case, remarked in her sentencing.
Yeah, just briefly, when the verdict was actually put forward, what was the reaction in court?
It was quiet. We could hear the scuffling as we knew that Assange's team was planning a press conference shortly after. So once we knew that he was going to be sentenced for the time served and pursuant to that plea agreement with the U.S. Justice Department, you could hear people getting ready for that press conference, which happened just right behind me here at the U.S. District Court for the Northern Mariana Islands. And so we didn't hear from Assange today, but his message has been clear as there is a seeming end to this 14-year saga that has closed this chapter here in the Northern Marianas.
This has thrown a spotlight onto the Marianas, albeit a very brief one, but nevertheless, suddenly the world's attention has been on the islands. What kind of impact is this having on the people there?
Perhaps many people have now learned that the United States does have territories: Guam, American Samoa, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and yes, the Northern Mariana Islands, an archipelago of 14 islands, the main islands, Saipan, Tinian, and Rota. If at the very least a geography lesson for those around the world of America's reach, and also that there is federal courts here in the Western Pacific, even on Guam, where the U.S. Constitution does rule and can handle cases just like any other district court in the United States.
Thomas Manglona is Chief Regional Correspondent for KUAM News. We appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed.